Hi everyone, welcome to the My Career Pathway program video series. Today we have part 2 of how to apply for courses after year 12. And in today's session, we're going to be looking at how you can use VTAC Course Search. So for the session today, you'll need your computer or your laptop. You can get out your copy of the My Career Education Plan worksheet. But if you don't have that handy, don't worry, you just need a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, so last week we were talking about your career area and looking at courses that relate to this particular area. We used the website joboutlook.gov.au, and in that you were able to explore your career area, look at the different steps that you'll need to take in order to get into that career, and also find out which course that you would need to study if you would like to have a job in that career. If you haven't completed this step, don't worry, you can go back and complete the worksheet later. It is helpful for you to have a think about what career area you like and also what courses might be linked to that particular job. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on looking at how we can discover which institutes offer the course that you would like to study. And also, what do you need to know about the course before you'll be able to apply? So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. But if you're in the position where you haven't decided what course that you would like to do yet, don't worry, we're going to be able to use the VTAC Course Search function for you to be able to explore courses related to a subject that you're interested in, even if you don't know what course that is yet. So we're going to do that together. Okay, so if you guys would like to go along with this particular tutorial, you can visit www.vtac.edu.au and you'll be able to bring up the website that we're going to be working on today. If not, don't worry, you can just follow along with me and you can have a little look after this tutorial. Okay, so here we are on the VTAC website, vtac.edu.au, and VTAC is also called Victorian Tertiary Admissions Centre. This is where all students at the end of year 12 and also mature age students go if they want to apply for courses to go to either TAFE or university. So VTAC basically manages all of your applications and it's like a central hub so that you can put in your applications through VTAC and they will do all the contacting to all the universities and TAFEs on your behalf. They also manage things like your study score and your ATAR. So they have all this information and can communicate that to the institutes for the courses that you want to apply for. VTAC is also responsible for looking after scholarships and something called SEAS, which is Special Entry Access Scheme, which is where you can apply for special consideration if something has happened during year 12. For example, COVID-19, then you can get special consideration that counts towards your ATAR. So these are all different services that VTAC offer, but today we're just going to be focusing on searching for courses. So I will give you some details on that now. Okay, so we are going to be looking at, search for courses. Now, there are two different ways that you can search for courses. One is by looking at the prerequisite and course explorer, and the other is looking at course search. So if you're someone who knows what subjects you're enjoying at VCE level, but not what course you want to do, the first place is to have a look is the prerequisite and course explorer. But if you already know what course you want to do, then the best place to look is course search. So I'll give you a short demonstration of each. So if we click on prerequisite and course explorer, it gives you the option to be able to examine your whole VCE study program, all of your subjects, and see which courses you would be eligible to apply for if you've studied those courses. The other way of looking at it is to select one VCE subject and see which courses are out there that requires that subject in order for you to be able to complete it. So I'm going to go that way. So you guys are looking at tertiary courses that will commence in 2022. These dates are a bit wrong, so just ignore that. And select a unit of study. Okay, so I'm going to pick maths methods. So from the drop-down menu, I pick Maths Methods, and I want to see all the courses that have a requirement of you to have done Maths Methods. And you can see over here that there's 517 different courses that require some maths. Okay, so let's have a little look. We've got things like accounting, business and accounting, actuarial science, agriculture, agriculture and law, analytics, and the list goes on and on. So you can find out a little bit more by filtering based on your interests. Okay, so I'm less interested in science and I'm more interested in business. So I'm going to have a look and see what courses require you to have Maths Methods, but in a business course context. And so, okay, now that's reduced it to 70. So that's making it a bit more manageable. So I can do business and accounting at Monash, business and arts, aviation management and business, banking and finance. So you've got lots of different courses here to look at. And you can see underneath each course, it says Unit 3 and 4, any English, and Unit 3 and 4, any maths. So even if I was studying further maths, I can see, well, that is still a requirement for this course. Okay, so that's one way that you can have a little look at finding courses that relate to the subjects you're interested in. And then I can go through and I can open a particular course if I would like to have a little bit more of a look. So in this case, I'm going to open Business at Monash, and I'm going to have a little look and see what information I can learn about that course. Okay, so every VTAC course search is set out in the same way, so you've got the same information. So at the top, you've got the name of the course, Bachelor of Business. It's 3 years. Higher education means that it's a university level qualification, and it tells you where it's located and the different campuses that offer this course. So for Monash, they offer business at Caulfield. Then if you scroll down, this information here is also important, but you'll learn about it in Year 12. For now, we're just focusing on looking at what the course offers. So here you've got the course design, which has information. You can open each of these if you want to read about what the major studies are, what sort of subjects you would be studying. You can look at the fees, which will take you to the website. But the important information is a bit further down. Okay, so they want you to talk about essential requirements for selection and application. Okay, so you need to have compulsory, means you need a study score of at least 30 in English, EAL, or 25 in English other than EAL. And they want you to have a study score of at least 25 in maths, further maths, or at least 22 in Maths Methods, or 22 in specialist maths. Okay, so that's telling you what your required subject marks are for your study scores. If we scroll back up here, we can have a look at the ATAR profile. And as of this year in 2020, they've got lots of different numbers here, but the one to look at is in bold at the end, and it says that the lowest ATAR score that was accepted into this course in 2020 was 82.10. So you're thinking, okay, if I want to do business at Monash, I'm looking at 82 as a benchmark for the ATAR that you'll need to achieve to get in. Okay, so this is just one example of a course, but there are lots of different business courses, not just at Monash, and we'll have a look at the other way of looking for these courses in the other search method. Okay, so we're going back to VTAC, and in this course function, course search, we want to find out all the different courses that are in our particular interest area. So for example, let's use business again. And this time we're going to look at just those courses that offer business, and you'll see we've got 318 matches. What makes it different is that this time I haven't put that I have Maths Methods. I've left it really open and just said I'm really interested just in business courses. And if we have a look down, we can see that it includes accountancy, we've got bookkeeping, banking and finance, law and business, but you'll also see that apart from the higher education courses, which is the university level, we also have some courses that involve business at a VET level. So you might be looking at doing administration, agribusiness, and so yeah, you've got options to do either a bachelor level higher education course, or you can do a VET diploma or certificate level. So that's the good thing about this search. So one thing that we want to do is to compare the different universities. So we had a look at business at Monash. So maybe let's have a look and see area of interest that we want. You can see if there's anything that matches there. No, let's have a look and see instead. Okay, so we want to look at business. Let's have a look at Deakin University and see what they have to offer. Because we've already looked at Monash. Let's have a look at business at Deakin. And you can see that business, they have different options: sports management, analytics, business and arts and commerce, but we're just going to look at the straight business degree so we can compare this to Monash. Okay, so Bachelor of Business at Deakin University, again, 3 years. They offer this at different campuses. So the Cloud campus is online. You can study business at Deakin in Geelong or the Melbourne Burwood campus. So you can apply to do this course at 3 different campuses, which is really cool. It's the same degree, but let's compare and see what the requirements are to get in. Okay, so to get in, it's compulsory that you have a study score of at least 25 in EAL or 20 in English other than EAL. And you'll see here that there's no requirement for you to do maths at all. So the difference between doing business at Monash and business at Deakin means that you don't actually have to have done maths at all to be able to apply for this degree. And this is what happens. The same degree at different places has different entry requirements, which is why this course search is so important. So you'll see here that in terms of the ATAR profile, we've got quite a big difference from Monash. So on the Cloud campus, you can get into Deakin University doing business with 62. The Geelong campus has 60 and the Melbourne Burwood campus has 63. So let's just go back and have a quick look and compare that to business at Monash, because it was 82 to get in. So that's quite a significant difference in ATAR ranking when you're going to come out of the course with exactly the same qualification. You'll have a Bachelor of Business, and it doesn't really matter where you get it from, whether it's Monash or whether it's Deakin. The point is that you finish the degree and you have your qualification. So these are important things to consider when you're doing your course, when you're doing your research, and to find out what's going to work for you and what the different requirements are to get in. Okay, so now it's your turn to do a little bit of research using the course search functions in order to find out a little bit more information about your courses. So I would like for you to complete this for at least 2 to 3 different institutes, but I'd like you to write down the name of the course you're considering, for example, business, which university or TAFE offers this course. So I had Monash and Deakin, and which VCE subjects and prerequisites do I need? So for Deakin, we needed English and we needed a score of 25. And for Monash, we needed maths and English, and we needed scores of 30 and 22, and I think a couple similar to that. So write down 2 or 3 examples of where your course is offered and what the requirements are. And then that way, when it comes to course search, when you're doing this in Year 12, you'll already have a head start and have already done some planning and some thinking. And when you are looking at the universities, make sure too that you have a look at the campus and see where it's located. Because, for example, La Trobe University is a Melbourne-based uni, but the Melbourne campus is in Bundoora, which would take you from Hampton Park probably about 2 hours to get to. So really make sure you're also having a look at Google Maps and seeing where these universities or institutes are located. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this session. So thank you so much for joining us today. I do actually have one more session available that I could do for you guys on the next steps in the process. So that would involve making a list of your top 8 course preferences. And we'll also talk about how to apply for scholarships and also Cs. But I'm going to make this an optional session. If you guys are interested and you would like the next video, if you're finding this helpful, just reply email to me and say, yes, I'd like the next session, and I'll get to work in making it for you. Okay, guys, thanks so much for your attention, and I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions, please feel free to get in touch, and I look forward to working through this with you together. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.